weeks ago in reference to any entity that would have the audacity to ask her to condemn Hamas. Hijazi writes, "You are morally abhorrent with reverse standards. One for the whites, one for everyone else, and your standards of occupation, land theft, besiegement, and mass murder don't apply to me." She's an Egyptian-American who I would have to assume does not consider herself white, and yet the morally abhorrent U.S. government negotiated not only her release from an Egyptian prison, but her husband's and 6 of their colleagues as well. So why was she in an Egyptian prison? Well, in the aftermath of the Arab Spring in 2011, it looked like reform might be coming. She and her husband started a foundation for homeless Egyptian children, and according to her, it was going well until it all came crashing down.
And everything was going on smoothly until one day, supposedly, a father came looking for his son, and we went with him to file a police report because he was quite abusive with us and the NGO and the children. And instead of us filing a report, we found that we are charged with human trafficking. I wasn't even classified inside the prison as a political prisoners. And I was like, the charges were very heinous, like raping children.
So the woman who was falsely accused of rape and spent 3 years in prison for it now won't condemn the terror organization who actually committed the rape of civilians. I'm not saying that she can't fight for Palestinians or that she can't criticize Israel. But I would think maybe she'd just be a little more appreciative to the U.S. government. Joining me now is Bonnie Glick, former Deputy Administrator for the U.S. Agency for International Development in the Trump administration. Thanks very much for joining us. Appreciate it. So give us a sense of what kind of efforts had to be made to successfully get someone like this out of an Egyptian prison.
Dan, thank you so much for having me this evening. Look, President Trump went to great lengths to free Aya Hijazi from prison in Egypt because she is a dual national, an Egyptian-American. And why is this a big deal? It's a big deal because President Trump, for starters, met with the Egyptian president. This was something that President Obama refused to do. President al-Sisi of Egypt came to power in a military coup after Obama's failed Arab Spring ushered in the terrorist elected government in Egypt of the Muslim Brotherhood. Now, Ms. Hijazi was arrested under the al-Sisi government. Obama would not meet with al-Sisi. Right. Trump said, "I'll meet with him."
Right.
Let's try
and keep the Obama-Trump politics out for a second and just talk about what Trump did, right? Let's just talk about what Trump did, because I know it was 13 days after Trump met with al-Sisi that she's released. There's definitely cause and effect there.
There's absolute cause and effect. So as I said, President Trump met with him, which is a big deal, getting a meeting with the leader of the free world. Al-Sisi had his audience with the president, and then adding onto the agenda was the release of Aya Hijazi. So it was put onto the official bilateral agenda. You have to go through all kinds of Washington, D.C. bureaucracy to get added to an agenda. In and of itself is a very big deal. She had powerful people in Washington advocating for her release. The president, the deputy national security advisor, Dina Powell. It was a big deal.
So how do you feel now when you see these comments where, you know, not just supporting Hamas, but seemingly bashing the United States and Israel, of course?
Well, of course, she's blessed to be an American. She's blessed to live in a land where freedom of speech is valued. Yep, exactly. She can say what she wants, and it can be hateful and vile. But that's what comes with being an American citizen. So she's denigrated President Trump. She's denigrated President Biden. And she believes that maybe it's just a resistance movement, Hamas, that is going out and murdering babies, burning them alive. These are supposed to be children that she cares for in her little aid foundation.
Yeah, absolutely. Bonnie Glick, thank you very much for coming on. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.